Okay.
Okie, and welcome.
We acknowledge that we're gathered on the lands of the Blackfoot people of the Canadian Plains.
We pay respect to the Blackfoot people's past,
present,
and future. We recognize the thousands of Indigenous peoples
From many diverse nations,
call after home.
including members of the Blackfoot Confederacy,
of the six gates of the people.
Akana,
Siksika,
Amskapi people.
as well as other First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples.
We respect Indigenous people's cultural heritage,
Beliefs
truth
and relationship to the land.
that stretches back in time.
We will not blink at history.
We will not blink at history.
And we will learn from it.
Oki is an invitation.
A step forward.
In Blackfoot, Oki means hello.
Oki means hello.
Hello.
Oki.
Okay.
Oki.
Oki, and welcome to the lands of the Blackfoot people.
Okay, and welcome to the Accapelist Singing Therapy Show. Oh my goodness, I'm glad you're here with me. I am sure looking forward to tonight. I got to tell you about an epiphany I have had. I was doing some research and I stumbled across Dr. Peter Levine, and he's been doing this forever. I probably ran across him 10 times in the past, but today or now it's like, the student is ready for the teacher. So Dr. Peter Levine was the founder of somatic experiencing. And somatic experiencing is a very elegant and simple concept in that trauma or misfortune that we have occurred in our life, small t trauma or larger t trauma, like could be smaller type things, just where you were disregarded, you couldn't express all your emotions, those kind of things. So those traumas get stored in your body if they do not get expressed. And if they get expressed to, I put a little quote in the little show thingy, through the process of an empathetic listener and the body awareness to kind of discover where that trauma is stored and then release that trauma. So it's like Bessel van der Kolk in the book, The Body Keeps the Score, says that these things happen and you accumulate in your body. The Divided Mind, the author of The Divided Mind, can't think of his name right now, same kind of thing. You have these things that get stored, these negative impacts that you don't express through emotion, through having a conversation or expressing it. At that time, it's where you are silently holding on to that. You should have said no, as an example, or something you should have said yes, and you regret that. It's something along those lines. It could be small things too. So anyways, you store this trauma in your body. And Dr. Peter Levine says you can easily release it. And I've seen him do it on videos. It's amazing. He has a conversation, and then as he's having the conversation, he comes up with some kind of strategy he's going to try. And then he's been doing this for 60 years. So of course he's amazing at it. But one of the videos I watched was a woman who had like a compression in her spine. And it was always very rigid. She always had pain, discomfort in her spine. And basically, he did some empathetic listening to find where that might have occurred. And then after that, he offered his hand to her and she gripped on his hand. And then he said, show me, so I understand your pain, show me. And so she's pressing real hard and, like trying to show him how much pressure this feels in her body. And as she does, she just like releases it. It goes away. So 40 years of this pain in her spine, discomfort in her spine, and it goes away. Well, what would happen when that happens? You start moving freer and easier. The inflammation goes away. The restrictions go away. So, and that trauma could be anywhere, but he says mostly in your jaw and in your pelvis. And so Sister Serendipity about 4 years ago guided me to started singing. And in the process of singing, what do? I use my jaw a lot. I use my throat. I use my whole diaphragm. I'm doing some amazing breathing to be able to sing. So I'm really expressing. My diaphragm is going out on the inhale, in on the exhale. So it's like a bellows, psh, 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 like that. And so that is a way to express, to get that trauma from wherever source, whatever happened, and over how many years, to expel that. And then further, when you're singing, I think, especially if you don't have any music on, where you're doing it a cappella style, like some people do, when you're doing that, you move your body to keep rhythm a bit. And so as you're moving your body, you're moving your hips to their full range of motion. And in doing that, you're releasing that trauma in your hips. And so once you start releasing the trauma, what happens? Well, you start moving easier and freer, and joints are loose and moving very nice. You feel so good in your body that it's just like, it's amazing to be present in your body when it's working well. And you can walk and move and just feel how pleasant it is. And you can enjoy the miracle of breath coming into your body. You can feel your lungs and your diaphragm expand, your belly move out a little bit, and then the exhale, where you exhale out that air. And so that beautiful flow that you have experiencing, you experience that heartbeat, that beat in your chest, which is what we are all connected to, which is where we are all connected to the same source of life-giving force. All right, enough talking. I'm going to do some singing. How about this? Get you a healing for your body and your soul. Get you a healing, and it's the only way to go. Forgive all of those who have ever brought you harm. Get you a healing, and we're loving from now on. Get you a healing for your body and your soul. Get you a healing, and it's good for young, it's good for old. Fix all the problems with the people that you know. Get you a healing, and then let your loving show. Get you a healing, and then let your loving show. Get you a healing by learning how to share. Get you a healing, and by showing that you care. Show them that you love them by really being there. Get you a healing, and like breathing fresh air. Get you a healing for your body and your soul. Get you a healing, and it's good for young, it's good for old. Fix all the problems with the people that you know. Get you a healer, and then let your loving show. Get you a healing for your body and your soul. Get you a healer, and it's good for young, it's good for old. Fix all the problems with the people that you know. Get you a healer, and then let your loving show. Get you a healer, and then let your loving show. Get you a healing now, and let your loving show. So I am not a somatic experiencer instructor, but Shelley Spear Chief, Dr. Shelley Spear Chief, who's in Colehurst, is. So you can sing and try that and see if it works. Or you could go see a professional, and then she could do the assessment and says, this is where you're storing this trauma. Here's the reason you had this trauma. And then in so release it and have a way better life, a way easier life. I love it. I love it. So Dr. Peter Levine, Dr. Bessel van der Kolk, Dr. Bruce Perry, Dr. Gabor Mate, like, they're all basically saying the same thing. These things happen, and it's not what happens, it's our experience to what has happened. And then that experience to what has happened, if that doesn't get dealt with, as Gabor Mate says, if you didn't have one person to tell who would empathetically listen and express that or understand your concern, if you don't have one, then that trauma sticks with you, stays in your body until you release it, like by maybe singing a song or two. That could work. I was dealing up and down the highway till they caught me with a heavy load. Sentenced me to hard labor, working on the side of the road. Now I don't deny I was guilty. Lord, I know I broke the law. I was running for I couldn't see no more, and my back was up against the wall. Now I'm right outside of your window. Honey, open up and let me in. I broke out of jail this morning, and I ain't never going back again. I just had to stop by for a minute. Lord, I can't stay long at all. Oh, I gotta run. You see, I'm under the gun, and my back was up against the wall. I said, now I gotta run. You see, I'm under the gun, and my back is up against. My back is up against. My back is up against the wall. Okay. How about I've been called a self-made man. Girl, don't you believe it's true? I know exactly how lucky I am standing right this close to you. It's high time I gave some praise for the ones that got me where I am today. Oh, I thank Mama for the cooking, Daddy for the whooping, the devil for the trouble that I get into. I got to give credit where credit is due. I thank my job for the money, thank God for you. I thank my job for the money, thank God for you. Well, a strong heart and some willing hands, that's always been my way. A good woman, I try and be a good man. A good job, Lord, I know I'm blessed. I'm just part of a bigger plan. It don't matter what part I am. Oh, I thank Mama for the cooking, Daddy for the whooping, the devil for the trouble that I get into. I got to give credit where credit is due. I thank my job for the money, thank God for you. I thank my job for the money, thank God for you. I thank Daddy for the preaching, Mama for the teaching, the devil for the trouble that I get into. I got to give credit where credit is due. I thank my job for the money, thank God for you. I thank my job for the money, thank God for you. Okay, how about this? I went down to the river, Delbert McClinton. I went down to the river, stood by the shore. Seems like the devil's always trying to get in my door. And just when I think I can't take any more, Harry comes again, my friend. He keeps sending me angels from up on high. He keeps sending me angels to keep me from crying. He keeps sending me angels, sweet and true. He keeps sending me angels just like you. Up on that mountain, face to the wind, amazed at the number of times that I sinned. And all the enemies who should have been friends, here he comes again, my friend. He keeps sending me angels from up on high. He keeps sending me angels to keep me from crying. He keeps sending me angels, sweet and true. He keeps sending me angels just like you. Some say it's coming. I say it's already here. The love that we share through the pain and the tears. But when I look in your eyes, everything seems so clear. Here he comes again, my friend. He keeps sending me angels from up on high. He keeps sending me angels to keep me from crying. He keeps sending me angels, sweet and true. He keeps sending me angels just like you. He keeps sending me angels just like you. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, yeah. This one's for you. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I sat on the roof and kicked off the moss. Well, a few of the verses, well, they got me quite cross now. But the sun's been quite kind as I wrote this song. It's for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting, but these things I do, you see, I've forgotten if they're on green or they're blue. Anyway, the thing is, what I really mean, yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It might be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. How wonderful life is while you're in the world. I left my home on the rural route. I told my pa I was checking out. I got the honky-tonk blues. Lord, the honky-tonk blues. Yeah, I got 'em. I got the honky-tonk blues. Well, I turned up at every place in town. This city life's really got me down. I got the honky-tonk blues. Oh, the honky-tonk blues. Lord, I got 'em. I got the honky-tonk blues. I got the honky-tonk blues. That's a Hank Williams song. How about another Hank Williams song? I was riding number 9, heading south from Caroline. I heard that lonesome whistle blow. Got in trouble, I had to roam, left my gal and left my home. I heard that lonesome whistle blow. Just a kid acting smart, I went and broke my darling's heart. I guess I was too young to know. They put me on the Georgia main, locked me to a ball and chain. I heard that lonesome whistle blow. Just a kid acting smart, I went and broke my darling's heart. I guess I was too young to know. They put me on that Georgia main, locked me to a ball and chain. I heard that lonesome whistle blow. I'll be locked up in this cell till my body's just a shell and my hair turns whiter than snow. I'll never I'll never see that gal of mine. Lord, I'm in Georgia doing time. I heard that lonesome whistle blow. I heard that lonesome whistle blow. I don't know if you saw a few nights ago, I kind of recorded a song. It's a little bit odd. It's only a chorus that I repeat several times and then spoken verses. And it's really just an ode to my Tesla. Excuse me. Ode to my Tesla, and a story about how the Tesla and I finish our final journey together on September 15th, 2075, when I launch off the top of the Going to Sun Road and have that final descent down into the earth, actually into a mud bog, and go all the way deep into it. And then as the ooze wraps around us, the Tesla and I, as the ooze wraps around us, then basically my lights, my eyes dim, and the big Tesla logo makes its dimming too. And we both dim to nothing at the same time. It's going to be beautiful. The whole thing it's a 29-minute song, but I'm going to actually do some edits to it. So by the time I'm done, it's going to be like 35 minutes. Don McLean, screw you, 7-minute song. 7 minutes. Bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, "This'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die." Did you write the book of love, and do you have faith in God above? Because the Bible tells you so. And do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes, and I dig them rhythmy blues. I was a lonely teenage bronking buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck, but I knew I would die to love the day the music died. We started singing, "Bye, Miss American Pie." Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, "This'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die." Did you write the book of love, and do you have faith in God above? Because the Bible tells you no. I have to repeat the verses because there's not enough of them in the original song, so I'll just repeat them a couple times. No. What's the next one? Oh, man. Okay, I'm looking it up. I can remember my own 29-minute song, but not Don McLean's. Oops. I cannot remember my own 30-minute song, but not Don McLean's 7-minute song. Okay, where is it? Oh, I see. I hope you're doing well. Had yourself a fine day. Oh my goodness. I just saw a note about Iso Ugumbor. I haven't talked to her forever. I hope Sister Iso is doing well. Oh, come on. Sister Google, help us. I was dealing up and down the highway. Okay, by the time I get there, I'm wondering if I'm going to remember what the song was. I think I will. Singing on the Google Drive, song lyrics. And then I got 200 songs in there. Usually I can do about 30 without having to look up a lyric. But some songs, like American Pie, as you can imagine, is a little bit long to remember all the lyrics for it. If I had the music, could I? Maybe. But here is American Pie. Now that I've looked up the lyrics, no excuses now. Okay, there we go. Oh, and I love the start of it. I forgot the beautiful start to this song. Have a sip of water. A long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I knew if I had my chance, that I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried the day I read about his widowed bride, but something touched me deep inside the day the music died. So bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, "This'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die." Did you write the book of love, or do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so, can you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him because I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes. Man, I dig those rhythm and blues. I was a lonely teenage bronchian buck with a pink carnation in a pickup truck. But I knew I was out of luck the day the music died. I started singing bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, "This'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die." Now for 10 years I've been on my own, and moss grows fat on a rolling stone. But that's not how it used to be. When the jester sang for the king and queen in a coat he borrowed from James Dean, in a voice that came from you and me. Oh, and while the king was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown. The courtroom was adjourned. No verdict was returned. And while Lenin read a book on Marx, the quartet practiced in the park. And we sang dirges in the dark the day the music died. We were singing bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, "This'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die." Helter skelter in a summer swelter, the birds flew off with a fallout shelter, 8 miles high and falling fast. It landed foul on the grass. The player tried for a forward pass. Now the jester on the sidelines in a cast. And while the sergeants played a marching tune, that we all got up to dance. But we never got the chance, 'cause the players tried to take the field. The marching band refused to yield. Do you recall what was revealed the day the music died? We started singing bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, "This'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die." Oh, and there we were all in one place, a generation lost in space, with no time left to start again. So come on, Jack, be nimble, Jack, be quick, Jack, flash that on a candlestick, 'cause fire is the devil's only friend. And as I watched him on the stage, my hands were clenched in fist of rage. No angel born in hell could break that Satan's spell. And as the flames climbed high into the night to light the sacrificial light, I saw Satan laughing with delight the day the music died. And we were singing bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, "This'll be the day that I die. And this'll be the day that I die." I met a girl who sang the blues, and I asked her for some happy news, but she just smiled and turned away. I went down to the sacred store where I heard the music years before, but the man there said the music wouldn't play. And in the streets, the children screamed, the lovers cried, and the poets dreamed, but not a word was spoken. The church bells all were broken, and the three men I admire most, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, they caught the last train for the coast the day the music died. And they were singing bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, "This'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die." Beautiful song. Can you imagine? That song's from what, 1962 or something like that? And people still know what it is, still remember it. What things am I going to do that are going to remember it 50 years later? I don't know. I hope something. I hope something that makes a difference in somebody's life, makes their life a little bit better. That would be good. That would be good. I think I can pull it off. All right. If I'm going to be measured for the number of hugs I give, oh man, I'm going to be doing really well on that one. I'm a big hugger. So if I see you in the community, come up and get a hug. I might be standing like this, just waiting. No, there we go. Standing like that. That's kind of how you warm up for a hug. You kind of put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. And then as you're doing that, you kind of, when you're inhaling, you feel your stomach one go out a little bit. And then it goes in when you're exhaling. And so if I'm standing there like that, that means I'm warming up a hug for you. Come get it. Okay, how about this? If you got a problem, I don't care what it is. If you need a hand, I can assure you this. I can help. I got two strong arms. I can help. It would sure do me good to do you good. Let me help. It would sure do me good to do you good. Let me help. It's a fact that people get lonely ain't nothing new, but a woman. Okay. I thought I got a little over the top there. Sorry. Kind of surprised myself. It's a fact that people get lonely ain't nothing new, but a woman like you, baby, should never have the blues. I can help. When your child needs a daddy, I can help. It would sure do me good to do you good. Let me help. It would sure do me good to do you good. Let me help. Every night you're always a part of my dreams, holding me tight and telling me everything I want to hear. Don't forget me, baby. All you got to do is call. You know how I feel about you. If I can do anything at all, let me help. If your child needs a daddy, I can help. It would sure do me good to do you good. Let me help. It would sure do me good to do you good. Let me help. It would sure do me good to do you good. Let me help. You know, if you ever have to apologize, you've done some kind of dumbass thing. That's happened to me before, a couple times, a few times, thousands of times, many. I think this would be a perfect song. I try it sometimes, but I don't get the reaction I'm hoping for with my bride Corolla. I thought she'd be so excited about it, but no. Here I am, mama, I'm knocking on your door. And if you let me in, I tell you what I'm thinking of. I tell you, I've been thinking about what you told me, rolling it over in my mind. And much to my surprise, I find you're absolutely right. You've been right all along. You're absolutely right. And I was wrong. You're absolutely right. And I was wrong. Now, when you let me in, Mama, life's gonna be so fine. We be sitting by that fire, drinking homemade wine. We can laugh and dance and sing and play and love the night away. 'Cause honey, you are absolutely right. You've been right all along. You're absolutely right, and I was wrong. You're absolutely right, and I was wrong. Now, when you let me in, Mama, oh, life's gonna be so fine. We be sitting by that fire, drinking homemade wine. We can laugh and dance and sing and play and love the night away. 'Cause honey, you are absolutely right. You've been right all along. You're absolutely right, and I was wrong. You're absolutely right, and I was wrong. How about a song by the amazing Jackie Wilson? Oh, he was Mr. Entertainment, Mr. Excitement. I hope Jackie Wilson is still alive and at the old folks' home, just like a rocking her out. I hope so. How about just a kiss, just a smile, hold my hand, baby, just a little while. That's all I need, that's all I need, and I'll be satisfied. That's all I need, that's all I need, and I'll be satisfied. A true love came to me when I met you. True love means that I won't forget you. When I'm with you, I feel life is worth living. Love is so forgiving. Just a kiss, baby, just a smile, hold my hand for just a little while. That's all I need, that's all I need, and I'll be satisfied. That's all I need, that's all I need, and I'll be satisfied. A true love came to me when I met you. True love means that I won't forget you. When I'm with you, I feel life is worth living. Love is so forgiving. Just a kiss, baby, just a smile, hold my hand for just a little while. That's all I need, that's all I need, and I'll be satisfied. And I'll be satisfied. And I'll be satisfied. Oh, that was, excuse me. Sometimes you can sneak a burp out, but not that time. That was a little bit obtrusive. All right, how about? Never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever with your kisses, a fever when you hold me tight. A fever in the morning, a fever all through the night. A sun lights up the daytime, a moon lights up the night. I light up when you call my name, and you know I'm gonna treat you right. You give me fever with your kisses, a fever when you hold me tight. A fever in the morning, a fever all through the night. Everybody's got the fever. That is something you all know. A fever isn't such a new thing. A fever started long ago. Romeo loved Juliet. Juliet, she felt the same. When he put his arms around her, he said, Julie, baby, you're my flame. Thou give it fever with your kisses, a fever when you hold me tight. A fever in the morning, a fever all through the night. Captain Smith and Pocahontas had a very mad affair. When her daddy tried to kill him, she said, Daddy, oh, don't you dare. He gives me fever with his kisses, a fever when he holds me tight. A fever in the morning, a fever all through the night. Now you've listened to my story. Here's the point that I have made. Chicks were born to give you fever, be it Fahrenheit or centigrade. They give you fever when you kiss them. A fever till you live and learn. A fever, I tell you, says on. What a lovely way to burn. What a lovely way to burn. Did I send do the Romeo and Juliet verse? Romeo and Juliet had a very mad. No, that's not it. Anyways, because it's got like some Shakespeare words in there. Shows the culture that I bring to this show, right? All right, I think one more song. How about this song that made me think of my bride, Corolla, because the first time I saw her, she took my breath away when we were standing at Chin Lakes, and she had her bikini on, and her little butt cheek was sticking out, the green bikini. It was impressive. I tiptoe in your room. I know we got to have a rest. You say, come lay beside me. Oh, I've been waiting since you left. Oh, you're sweet to me. Must be the luckiest man alive. And did I tell you, baby, you are the joy of my life. The first time that I saw you, oh, you took my breath away. I might not get to heaven, but I walk with an angel that day. You take me by the hand. I am the luckiest man alive. And did I tell you, baby, you are the joy of my life. The first time that I saw you, oh, you took my breath away. I might not get to heaven, but I walk with an angel that day. You take me by the hand. I am the luckiest man alive. And did I tell you, baby, you are the joy of my life? And did I tell you, baby, you are the joy of my life? Okay, I'm going to call that good. Thanks for hanging out with me. That was enjoyable. Okay, have a good evening, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Get a mutton to my Indigenous brothers and sisters.